Welcome to EDC's Week in Review, your May 10th edition. Thank you for tuning in. This week's weather looks like it's going to be sun across the board and even getting up into the 90s at the end of the week. Now on to our top stories. Tesla plunges off highway. A driver was killed when his Tesla plunged 300 feet down a hillside off Highway 50 near Outer Limits Road. The man's wife alerted responders using data from the immobilized car. Firefighters struggled to locate the crash site using coordinates before finding the ejected victim deceased. After finding 2 child car seats, first responders were relieved to hear that the children were safe at home. Chilling footage at Tahoe murder hearing. Preliminary hearing footage sent chills by showing the final peaceful moments of a grandfather playing with his grandchildren shortly before his alleged murder in 2021. The distressing surveillance video from the Tahoe home was entered into evidence against former MLB pitcher Dan Serafini. He's accused of killing his father-in-law and attempting to murder his mother-in-law that same day. The violent crimes were allegedly committed with the involvement of Serafini's wife, Samantha Scott, who is barred from attending the hearing. Incident report on local plane crash. The NTSB's preliminary report found no signs of foul play in the March 2024 plane crash near Truckee that killed Incline Village entrepreneur couple Lerone and Naomi Petrushka. The plane crashed in wooded terrain and caught fire shortly before an attempted landing in snowy conditions. The couple, known for generously supporting youth entrepreneurship and social causes in the US and Israel, were mourned by many. Investigators will continue examining factors around the crash as the vital flight data recorder was not found in the main wreckage area. Conviction for resisting arrest. In November 2023, Noe Palomar was reported as being intoxicated and making threats towards his sister. When deputies arrived, Palomar appeared angry and intoxicated, taking an aggressive fighting stance and concealing one hand as if armed when confronted. Despite refusing multiple orders to show his hands, deputies skillfully de-escalated the situation and were able to arrest Palomar without further incident. Following a trial, Palomar was found guilty of resisting arrest for his behavior during the tense encounter and is to be sentenced later this month. Questionable facility site selection. Nonprofit groups want to build facilities in the rural rescue community to serve Native American women with disabilities and at-risk youth, but the location raises concerns about inadequate supporting infrastructure. Residents argue the area lacks basic amenities and is too far from fire stations. There are worries about patients potentially leaving the facility on foot and endangering themselves on the narrow country roads. The seeming lack of due diligence on ensuring the community can properly support and access such specialty care facilities has drawn pushback as the county awaits zoning compliance details before permitting the project. EDH cell tower opposition. Residents of Malcolm Dixon Road in El Dorado Hills oppose Verizon's proposed 108-foot monopine cell phone tower in their rural neighborhood. They cite concerns over the tower's appearance and potential health impacts on families and animals from radio frequencies. Residents were perplexed as Verizon's coverage map showed existing 5G service in the area. Major land conservation fundraising underway. The American River Conservancy aims to raise $14 million by mid-2026 to acquire and permanently protect nearly 3,000 acres at El Dorado Ranch. The land contains important wildlife corridors, cultural sites, and tributary streams of the Cosumnes River. Over 4,000 acres have already been acquired in this large conservation opportunity. And now for some news nuggets. The People's Mountain Market in Garden Valley opened its 2024 season on May 4th. Experts predict Lake Tahoe will fully refill this spring for the first time since 2019 due to an above-normal snowpack. Area recreation sites are now opening with information on the Forest Service website. Placerville extended its ban on new tobacco retailers for 10 more months, allowing time to collaborate with the county on a permanent ordinance amid health concerns, despite continued illicit sales of banned-flavored vape products. This month, nearly 1,500 sheep will graze BLM's Cronin and Magnolia ranches to control invasive plants and reduce wildfire risk. And now for our closing stories. Teen regains hobbies after burns. In 2019, a bonfire accident left Kelsey teen Dan Proft with severe burns that required treatment at Shriners Burn Center. The injuries made it extremely difficult for Dan to regain mobility and do favorite hobbies like tree cutting and axe work. However, the staff customized his therapy with activities like weighted axe handle exercises. Dan now has restored mobility and can renew his favorite pastimes. High school student earns 2 college degrees. Union Mine High School junior Brock Block earned associate's degrees in political science and social science from Sierra College before his senior year. Block took online classes at Sierra while attending high school, maintaining a 4.5 GPA as a 3-sport athlete. He aims to attend the Air Force Academy for his interest in aviation after graduating. This has been EDC's Week in Review, your May 10th edition. As always, if you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. And if you want to learn more about these stories, please see the show notes.